Welcome to Sharma Group's classes. Now we will discuss weekly roundup. This news class covers the events that happened from February 23rd to 29th. First of all, constitutional or political news roundup. Kerala High Court bans student strikes in school, college and campus. So this particular news issue is very important and this touches fundamental rights area also. Now, the Kerala High Court ruled that strikes, rallies and gharavs that affect classes should not be held in school and college campus. The crucial verdict has come in the wake up of petitions filed by two schools in Rani of Patanimatta district. The petitioners said classes are lost due to the political activities of various student organizations and urged the court to intervene in this regard. Apart from this, the court ordered that no one should call upon students to participate in agitations and strikes that may cause hindrance to the smooth conduct of classes. Academic institutions are meant for only studies and campuses should not be venues of strikes and protest. Nobody has the right to override a student's right to study and assured that action would be taken against anyone that contravenes the order issued by the court. Here, the court used the right to study and it has been the fundamental right under Article 21A. So it has been added later on to the Constitution of India through an Amendment Act. And campuses can have peaceful discussions and sharing of the thoughts on any issue. Again, this is also a direction issued by the Kerala High Court. And at the same time, Kerala High Court also said that this should not be done by causing inconvenience to the students or it must not lead to a strike also. And what the student wing organizations are saying about this is like this particular judgment is against to the Article 19(1) Clause A of the Constitution of India, which is clearly telling that right to freedom of speech and expression. Now it has become a debatable issue. Now we'll move to the economy roundup as we are giving only one news item for one particular heading. So full comprehensive video if you want you need to enroll and okay how the classes will run in this platform. Okay, we are giving an example. Now economy roundup. Government approves 32 projects under Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. So a total of 32 projects have been sanctioned under unit scheme of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. The projects are spread across almost 17 states, leveraging an investment worth of 466 crore rupees. 406 crore rupees. The project envisages the creation of direct and indirect employment of about 15,000 persons and focus will be employment opportunities in rural areas. Actually, in the month of May in 2017, the central government has launched a scheme known as Sampada, SAMPADA. This Sampada scheme, it is an abbreviation form. The expansion form of this particular term is Scheme for Agro-Marine Processing and Development of Agro-Processing Clusters. Again, I am repeating Sampada extension form. Scheme for Agro-Marine Processing and Development of Agro-Processing Clusters. So this has been approved by the Union Cabinet in May 2017 and the period of implementation is 2016 to 20 and the scheme Sampada has now been renamed as the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana PMKSY. So Sampada had become Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. It is an umbrella scheme incorporating ongoing schemes of ministry like mega food parks, integrated cold chain and value addition infrastructure, food safety and quality assurance infrastructure, and also new schemes like infrastructure for agro processing clusters, creation of backward and forward linkages, expansion of food processing and preservation capacities. All these schemes were merged into this particular scheme. Now we'll go to the geography roundup. Declare Eastern Ghats as UNESCO cultural heritage sites. Environmental groups demand. So environmental experts demanded that the Eastern Ghats should be declared as UNESCO cultural heritage sites. The five states that the Ghats expanded or spreaded: Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Odisha. All these states should prepare an action plan to protect and conserve the ecology resources. The Eastern Ghats run parallel to the eastern coastal plains of India. So these are lying on the eastern part of India. On the western part of the southern India, you can see the Western Ghats. And the Western Ghats are very much continuous ranges, but the Eastern Ghats are discontinuous ranges. You need to remember this. Many a number of times they will ask this question: which of the following is the main difference between Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats? Eastern Ghats are discontinuous ranges, whereas the Western Ghats are continuous ranges. The highest peak of Western Ghats is Jindagada. So Armakonda, Sitamakonda or Jindagada, it is a mountain peak. Okay, it is known as Armakonda or Sitamakonda, and it is also known as Jindagada. It is a mountain peak in the northern part of Eastern Ghats and located in Godavari River basin. It is located in the Madugulakonda sub-range north of Paderu village in Andhra Pradesh. The height of this Jindagada is 1690 meters, and the main crop produced in the Eastern Ghats is rice, which is also the staple food of the people living in this region. The entire region people, most of the times they prefer the rice rather than the wheat. The Eastern Ghats reappear as more or less continuous hill range in Kadapa and Kurnool districts of Andhra Pradesh, where both districts they are known as Nallamalla range. And the southern part of this range is known as Palkonda range. History roundup. Big archaeological discovered near Varanasi. So a 4,000 year old, not only, okay, a 4,000 year old urban settlement has been unearthed by a team of the Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi, which experts say one of the craft village mentioned in ancient text. In the preliminary survey of the site in Bhaba Nia village, it is around 13 kilometers from Varanasi, and archaeologists say that they had found remnants of one of the settlements that have been mentioned in various literature surrounding the holy city Varanasi. So a two-line Kushan Brahmi script was also found here. The Kushan dynasty ruled over most of the northern Indian subcontinent, Afghanistan and parts of Central Asia during 1st century AD to 3rd century AD. Now we'll move to the international roundup. Scientists discover new snail. It named after Greta Thunberg, an environmental activist. A group of scientists have recently discovered a new species of land snail in Brunei. The new species reside in tropical rainforest and is sensitive to drought and extreme temperatures. Now, what is tropical rainforest? So, from the equator to 23 and of degrees towards north as well as towards south. So, 0 to 23 north, 0 to 23 south. This 46 around degrees area is declared as a tropical region, and in this region maximally rains happen. We call these as a tropical rainforest areas, and they are sensitive to drought. Now, this particular species has been named after a girl known as Greta Thunberg, and it is great honor to this Swedish climate change activist. She has been making efforts to raise awareness about climate change, and she has been a great inspiration in launching a movement known as Friday for Future. So recently, a tiny species of beetle was also named after her, and it is known as Niloptodus grete. And Greta Thunberg is the youngest time person of the year. She also achieved this. Next, summits and conferences roundup. International Judicial Conference. The dates of this conference is 3 days, November 21st, 22nd and 23rd. The place is New Delhi, the capital of India. It has been organized by Supreme Court of India, and the theme of this is Judiciary and Changing World. So the summit discussed gender justice, protecting constitutional values, dynamic interpretations of the constitution in a changing world, harmonization of environment protection against sustainable development, and also the summit discussed protection of right to privacy in the internet age. Reports. Name of the report: A Future for the World's Children. So the report has been issued by the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the Lancet Medical Journal. And important points of this report is the report consisting of two index: flourishing index, sustainability index. So in this index, India has got 131 rank in flourishing index and 77th rank in sustainability index. The total number of countries that has been provided the information are 180, and flourishing index measures the best chance at survival and thriving of children, and the parameter of surviving. So they have considered two issues. One is survival and the second one is thriving. So surviving is a parameter, thriving is a parameter. In the surviving parameter, maternal survival, survivor in children younger than 5 years old, suicide, access to maternal and child health services, basic hygiene, sanitation, and lack of extreme poverty. All these have been covered. You can write down, or at the last of this class, I'll give our email ID. You can send a request. We will provide you the material of this entire class. The parameter of thriving considers educational achievement, growth and nutrition, reproductive freedom, and also protection from violence. In this particular index, Norway is leading, and Central African Republic, Chad and Somalia stood at the bottom of this particular index known as flourishing index. Now we'll move to the sustainable index. Sustainable index measures per capita carbon emissions and the ability of children in a nation to live healthy lives. The sustainability index ranks the countries on the basis of excess carbon emissions compared with the 2030 target. It also states that today's national conditions for children to survive and thrive must not come at the cost of eroding future global conditions for the children's ability to flourish. The leading countries in the flourishing index trail behind in the case of sustainability index, with Norway, like it has been placed at the 156th place. The Republic of Korea 166th place. Netherlands 168. And okay, the lowest emitters countries are Burundi, Chad, Somalia. But US, Australia, Saudi Arabia are among the 10 worst emitters that has been placed in this index. Now, bilateral roundup. USA President Donald Trump visit to India. Okay, he visited India on 24th and 25th. He visited Ahmedabad and Taj Mahal. During his visit of Ahmedabad, he launched world's largest stadium, Motera Stadium, known as Sardar Vallabhai Stadium. And as a part of his visit, India and USA intended to upgrade bilateral relationship to comprehensive global strategic partnership. So, comprehensive global strategic partnership includes issues such as defense, security operation, revitalization of Indo-Pacific with quadrilateral dialogue. Now, states roundup. Himachal Pradesh has become first state to achieve in India to have 100% LPG and coverage due to the perfect implementation of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana scheme. So, Union government has launched this Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana scheme. On its line, Himachal Pradesh state government has launched Himachal Grihini Suvidha Yojana in May 2018, and Pradhana Mantri Ujjwala Yojana scheme has been launched by Union government on 1st May 2016 in Uttar Pradesh. Under this, 5 crore LPG connections will be provided to the below poverty line families, and the budget allocation for this scheme is rupees 8,000 crore. Now, next one is Madhya Pradesh becomes first state to launch Unified Vehicle Registration Card. So, Unified Vehicle Registration Card is a card where across entire country the cards will be uniform in nature. At present, different states have the different card structure. Like if you take this card in Telangana, it will be in different structure. If you take in Tamil Nadu, it will be different. If you take in Andhra Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh or Maharashtra, any state, it has different structure. But this card envisages that uniformity in the driving license across the country. So, and Madhya Pradesh has become second state to launch the unified driving license after Uttar Pradesh. So, Madhya Pradesh is the first state in the country to introduce unified registration card, but second state in launching unified driving license card. So, this unified smart cards for the driving licenses and vehicle registrations will each have a QR code that will help in verifying the authenticity of the data printed on the cards. So, this Unified driving license card will also have information about the ability of the driver to drive in hilly and dangerous areas and an emergency contact number. Ministry of Road Transport had issued guidelines to bring uniformity in driving license and vehicle registration cards across the country in March 2019. These cards are being issued in compliance with with these guidelines only, like name, blood group, each and every information will be available in that particular card. Next, environment roundup. Male Mahadeshwara Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka will be declared as a tiger reserve very soon. So this has its spread over 906.18 square kilometers. The area was declared as a wildlife sanctuary in 2013. Now, once it is declared, then Karnataka will have 5 tiger reserves. Like already in Chamarajnagar district, there are 2 wildlife sanctuaries. One is Bandipur, other one is Biligiri Rangaswamy Temple. If this is also becomes tiger spoon, Male Mahadeshwara Wildlife Sanctuary, then in this particular city, there will be 3 tiger reserves. Apart from this, in Karnataka, already Nagarhole is a tiger reserve. It has it's spread in Mysuru as well as Kodagu district, Bhadra in Chikmagaluru and Shivamogga district, and also Dandeli in Uttara Kannada district. Sports roundup. Chandigarh to host 2022 Commonwealth Archery and Shooting Championship. So Commonwealth countries are almost 54 in number. They are the countries at one or the other time were exposed to the British rule. So the Commonwealth Archery and Shooting Championships are set to take place in India in 2022. The event will be held in Chandigarh. The joint capital of northern India states of Punjab and Haryana, and the schedule is there in January 2022. So persons roundup. Mahathir Mohamad, Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad announced his resignation from the post, paved the way for a possible formation of a new government. So he belongs to Malaysian United Indigenous Party, and he is the founder of this political party. It has been founded in 2016, and at the time of his resignation he was the oldest currently serving state leader. So his age is about almost 94. Books and others roundup. So book name, Who is Bharat Mata? This book has been released by former Prime Minister of India Dr. Manmohan Singh, and author of this book is Professor Purushottam Agarwal, and this book even available in the Kannada language. So another book also has been released, and this book is known as Death Inside Story. This book has been released by Vice President of India Venkaiah Naidu, and author of this book is Sadhguru, who is the founder of Isha Foundation. And dates of the week, so February 28th, this day is celebrated as a National Science Day. So this date is chosen because it is the day the discovery of the Raman effect, India's great scientist CV Raman. And the theme of 2020 National Science Day is Women in Science. It aims to appreciate the contribution of women in the field of science. And February 29th is birth date of Morarji Desai, was the fourth Prime Minister of India, and also once upon a time Finance Minister of India, second Deputy Prime Minister of India. Being the Finance Minister of India, he presented budget 9 times, maximum by any finance minister in India. So as of now, he presented at the union level maximum number of times budget, and 4 times he presented budget on his birth date. And at present in India, the finance minister to present budget maximum number of times in any state is Konizeti Roshaya. He presented budget 16 times, but at the union budget it is Morarji Desai. And February 27th, death anniversary of great freedom fighter Chandrasekhar Azad, whose original name is Chandrasekhar Tiwari. And this great leader was born in Madhya Pradesh state and in a place known as Bhavra, and he was an Indian revolutionary who reorganized the Hindustan Republic Association under a new name known as Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. So for each and every heading we have covered only one news item. So, and every week this will consist in the same manner, and we are offering current affairs combo pack, and what actually it consisting, like it will have one liners from editorials of newspapers, and it will be covering Hindu, Eenadu, Andhra, Sakshi, Navatelangana. So next, weekly roundup. Just now I have covered a demo class, like it consisting of that particular week polity or constitutional developments, economic developments, geography developments, history developments, international roundup, summits and conferences roundup, reports roundup, bilateral roundups, Indian states roundup, space roundup, environment roundup. In the same way, you will have like sports roundup, persons in news roundup, books and authors, days and events, everything will be covered. And this package also includes one-liners from the concerned month Yojana. That means if you enroll for the month of March, you will get 31 days. March consisting of 31 days. 31 days editorial newspapers, complete one-liners, as well as comprehensively covered weekly roundups, and also March month yojana will be given to you in the form of like one-liners. This whole package for each and every month is 99 rupees only. And if you want any details, you can send an email sharmagroupsclasses@gmail.com, or otherwise you can contact 9849212411. Thank you.